We've made an elective decision to traumatize children. We've made a terrible policy decision in the United States where we're prioritizing confinement over care.
Detention actually compounds and exacerbates trauma that people have when they first come to these facilities. In the case of children, the impact can be even more extreme.
Children and families that are seeking asylum in the U.S. are pursuing their legal rights. They have a legal right to seek asylum. That means that they should be treated with respect. People are just trying to protect their families and themselves. I think that that is a human instinct. What else would you do if you were in that situation?
Physicians for Human Rights uses science and medical evidence to document human rights violations for accountability and justice.
Most recently, we have been working in Tijuana to document the experiences of the children and families that are seeking asylum, that are waiting there. There's one family that I saw that the 8-year-old used to be a kid, his mom was telling me, who laughed easily, played soccer, loved joking around. Now is a kid who's crying all the time. He's been struggling a lot with the memories of people attacking him, thinking anyone, anywhere that they see is about to attack them. And honestly, have some ongoing trauma as well because he really hasn't gotten out of that stressful situation. He's still sleeping in a tent with his parents, wondering what's next.
You can imagine if your child saw you placed in handcuffs, if your child sees people in authority treating you disrespectfully, yelling at you or pushing you around. That affects a child.
Research compared 26 different types of trauma, and it found that only torture and family separation was correlated with the same negative impact across all measures of psychological well-being.
I have been working around immigrant populations for nearly 40 years. Traditionally, the United States is among the first to provide humanitarian support when people are in distress. We know how to do this right, and how you would do this right is you would prioritize the health and safety of the children. Note that none of that would preclude an orderly process of adjudicating asylum claims. We've been notifying our government since 2014, since our very first visit to the very first facility, that this was wrong, that this was dangerous. What happened when zero tolerance was announced is it was clear the government was entirely ignoring those risks. At that point, our ability to work up through the normal channels had been exhausted. That's when it was clear to us we were duty-bound to notify Congress.
We have a professional obligation to sound the alarm when we learn that people are being harmed.
When we did speak up, people responded. We believe that the majority of Americans understand that this is deeply wrong, that this is not who we are. Don't ever forget the power of your voice. It does have impact.